If you don't know, just something a little about me. I'm in my mid 20s. I would say I haven't been the most emotional person, but recently I've started to really try and delve into those emotions. I would say the first one that really started to come out is anxiety. It always just starts off as a nagging feeling that I have to do something more, or things just aren't working the way that you want it to in your head, even though everything could be fine. Um, it's always just a small doubt, a small worry, and it just keeps growing. I kind of just wrote some of my 2 a.m. thoughts regarding the feeling. This is just kind of something I wrote at 2 a.m. Um, and it's just basically just talking about how life comes at you fast. Not in a way that's literally fast, but situations and events that can change your current situation. Since moving to Philly, I have worked some sort of weekend shift, always balancing the days when I have work and when I don't. It's second nature to me now, or at least it was. I have a feeling I'm about to have a lot of free time now that my weekends are all mine. But what does that mean? Does it mean that I can relax, do nothing? Does it entail picking up some new hobbies? Maybe I can find the love of my life. I really don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to use this time to do everything I pushed off. The way I see it, I've used working weekends as an excuse to not fully pursue random hobbies that I go down rabbit holes for. Be it learning how to DJ, exploring the city, or this, making videos. I feel making videos has always been something in the back of my mind. Um, it's always seemed like a good outlet to explore my feelings, especially because within my close circle of friends, I'm seen as the happy-go-lucky guy, go with the flow, that nothing really bothers me. But in reality, you know, I feel the same things. Um, Not as if I have never felt that way, but I just don't think I talk about it as much, and I'm going to use this as an outlet. I think when I was around 20 years old, I would bottle it in. I wouldn't really, verbalize it or even write it down. It was just go, 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 go. You'll figure it out, and it'll all work out, which is kind of what's happened. But that's not necessarily healthy, in my opinion. I think as I have grown up and matured, internalizing everything is not the answer. It's more of a band aid. Luckily, I've been blessed with a great group of friends that, are always open to talking about life and just, supporting each other. I think one of the ways I've been able to, handle and cope with my anxiety is hanging out with friends, getting something to eat with them, going to the gym, and recently, I've been journaling. Uh, it feels weird when you write everything down and it's just laid bare, but it has been pretty freeing. It sucks to kind of read back sometimes because you just kind of cringe, but it really does help. Whenever I do feel anxious, I turn to one of those coping mechanisms, just to, you know, refine myself and not think about it too much. But at the same time, you're allowed to feel those feelings, and it's really okay to live through those feelings. So you don't bury it.